So, where am I today? Let's find out. Oh, wait. Look who I've come across. Well, fancy meeting you here. Hello, El Paco.
How's things?
We're out with El Paco out in Darndale, and he's going to show us around his current and past stomping ground. Isn't that right?
It is.
And we might have a little chat about the controversy with a certain...
Senator Sharon Keoghan.
Yes. We will have a little message for the good senator by the end of this interview. So we'll get started, yeah? You want to take us for a stroll?
No worries. Let's go.
Sorry, I got completely distracted by this little fella here. Look at him. Or her. Wait, has he got a willy? Oh, I think he has. Is it he? You little boy. Oh, look, he's got plaits and all. Ah. So cute. So we're here now. We're about to walk down a kind of important laneway. We're going to keep this one short and sweet because it's a difficult one to talk about. Follows through here, Crystal. So I'm going to hand it over to you, and you keep it as brief as you like.
Look, as I said, when we walked through the area, you told me to kind of show me stomping ground and, things that happened during life growing up. And I guess what kind of shaped me to a degree, like just here, what we're walking through right now, me and a friend of mine was going here with his kid. And, he was in a bit of bother at the time. And a guy came down and with a gun and put a gun to my head, let a couple of shots go at us and ended up killing my friend. Shot him 5 times, four or five times. And his kid was there in the pram. And I ended up escaping afterwards with the kid, and I got into the church, and and he ended up dying, of course, my friend, and I guess I got away.
That's how old were you when that happened?
I was 22.
Again,
maybe
something that shapes a young mind can go either way in shaping a young man's mind.
Oh yeah,
well, thankfully.
Yeah, well, look, I would go as far to say, like, even after that, I got taken in for question by the guards, for 72 hours. Yeah. And, of course, they knew it had nothing to do with it. Yeah. But after I got out, I think the guards are pissed off because it went no comment all the way. Yeah. That's where I'm from. That's our morals around here. Yeah. Even though he was one of my great friends. Yeah. It's just, I don't know anything, and I didn't know the guy anyway.
You're better off not knowing.
But they then rearrested me on the spot for... something dating back to 2013, which was like 6 years previous, and I went and spent a week in.
That was trying to intimidate you to give names.
Yeah, I think that had a degree in it. Yeah. I ended up doing a week in Clover Hill. Yeah. Then when I got out of Clover Hill, the next day my grandfather then died with cancer. So that was my events during that time, and then maybe 3 weeks later, a friend of mine was killed stone dead outside of his house as well. Another part of us. So that was a couple of weeks, definitely shaped me for sure. Yeah. I would go as far to say I definitely got a lot of PTSD from it.
Oh, 100%. I'd say you still see it in your head.
Oh, no, I do. Yeah. Sure, like you
on the dark days.
You could speak to my wife. Like, if we go back here and you see her, you can ask her. Yeah. She wakes me up still to this day over me roaring while I'm asleep, and like crazy stuff.
The brain is a fragile thing.
I'll tell you something nuts, right? Which would it freaks people out. Like, only like maybe 6 weeks ago, only maybe 6 weeks ago, she woke me up out of my sleep. Yeah, only about 6 weeks ago, she woke me up out of my sleep, and I was roaring, and I just ran out my front door, and just was roaring all around my campsite. Wow. Like this, and I didn't even know I was doing it.
And you remember what it was about?
No. Yeah, I remember a lot of what's happening in my dreams. Yeah, I used to have a dream every night for about 6 months straight, probably 5 to 6 nights a week, where I'd get chased by a man with a gun, and every time at the end of the dream, he'd put the gun to my head, let the shot go, and I'd open my eyes.
You'd wake up. Yeah. Like the fallen dreams.
Yeah. So I used to have stuff like that. I actually went to see a therapist for a while, which is something I never done, like in terms of mental health stuff. Like my own father lost his life through suicide, and I felt like maybe I was on the brink of something like that because everything
dark
was just
so
dark.
Yeah,
I definitely knew it felt like for sure I was going to do something like that, and I remember going to therapy for a couple of months, and it actually did help. It helped a lot. It helped me understand. Understand a lot of it and what's going on. And
counselling just helps you piece things together in your head.
Yeah,
it's not that it's a fix. It just helps you put the pieces together.
Yeah, it's like for me now. I don't think I'd ever need counselling because I've enough knowledge on things. And I think God for me plays a big part. And
100%.
We're outside the church here, and this is the same church where I end up escaping being killed myself. And you know, which is
There
funny,
you go.
which is funny enough in itself. And
Be a sanctuary more than once.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, you know, praying helps me an awful lot. You know,
Mm.
I like to get up every morning to pray, maybe 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning. Whenever I'm out and about doing things, I get a little prayer, and then in the evening I'll pray. Or if there's something for an extra special intention, I'll pray. And for me, that gives you a lot of, you know.
And something I want to say about praying. I get a lot of questions from people asking me how are you supposed to pray, and my way of doing it is I have a conversation with God in my head like he's my best friend.
Yeah.
I just talk to him like I talk to my friend Crystal. I just wake up and have a chat and be grateful for everything I have already. That's the first thing I do is gratefulness for everything I have and how blessed I am. Even if there's no money in the bank, my kids are safe, my grandkids are safe. I'm surrounded by great people. You just talk to God like he's your best friend because he is.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say, you know, just every time you're praying, like say your normal prayers, your Our Fathers and that, you know, naturally I would say them, but
Guardian angel
I would
prayers
say
are my favourite.
I'd say speak to him like it's a human being, you know, and I would say,
Like
you
your
know,
bestie.
yeah, and I'd say be gracious, you know, and just like every morning I would say to God, most mornings I would say, you know, God, look after me today, look after me family. What I do today is for you, and
Same.
you know,
I say I give you this day, and
yeah,
whatever you decide where I need to be is where I'll be.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And every time I slip, I would say, "Look, God, I know I
It's a
slip.
lesson. Yeah.
It's another lesson.
Yeah.
I will do
Lesson
my
over
I'll do
lesson.
my utmost best not to go back to that place
Yeah.
again." And I feel like
But we're human, and we might,
and
but we get forgiveness if
we're
we
all
do.
sinners,
Exactly.
you know. And
Exactly.
you'll always sin,
Yeah.
but for me, it's now. That my sins are much further apart than they
Yeah.
once were, you know, where it might have been a daily basis, it became a weekly basis. Now it's a monthly basis.
It
Don't
used
get
to
me
be a
wrong.
section 15 sin. Now it's a section 3.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that's what I would say on praying as well. You know, it's very helpful.
Yeah. So we just walked around Darndale and realised we weren't recording while we were walking around Darndale recording. So we've decided to sit down here and stop moving and record instead. And we were getting into the story about Sharon Keown and about how you had a phone call with her. I heard that she could not wait to get you off the phone. And do you want to tell us a little bit then about kind of what it was all over? Pass the mic to yourself.
Yeah, so travellers moved into the Stamullen and Duleek area. They moved into a council bit of land. Now, from what I'm hearing, they're going to be using that bit of land for a graveyard and a possible playground. So Senator Sharon Keoghan and I think Amanda Smith and whoever else is working with them apparently got contacted by the locals who were pissed off by travellers moving in. But that wasn't the main issue for me. The main issue for me was how they presented travellers and how they talked about them online.
Yeah.
Now they have this page. I'm just going to reference something here. They have this page, the Mullen and Duleek community, etc. I'm going to read out something here from them. Let me get the exact thing they said. It's to all of it is. Hold on, I'll need to find the exact thing. I have some of it here. 1 second. Travellers have moved into Stamullen. About 15 caravans in total. Be vigilant, and if you see any suspicious activity, call 999. There was also another status which I have saved in my phone.
And this is Sharon Keown put up this status.
This is her page, her team who run the page.
Her community page.
And that's actually a fact.
Yeah.
The court order was served at lunchtime today. Guard are patrolling the areas frequently. Sharon also put up a video which I have saved. They deleted everything, by the way. They spoke about travellers. They deleted them all off the page.
You did mention that.
Unfortunately for them, I have everything saved. Sharon also put up a video herself saying that she now has more guards patrolling the area because travellers has moved in. They also on their page have warned the area to lock all their doors of their houses and cars and be ready to call 999 immediately. So that is how they are treating travellers.
That sounds a lot like discrimination to me.
Yeah, and it just sounds like criminalisation of people.
Racism.
Yeah, well,
it's
to me, it's clear discrimination, but it's criminalisation of people.
But it's the discrimination of like I said to you earlier, an Irish culture inside the Irish culture. one probably of the original Irish cultures that there is.
You know, and it's ironic come from a woman like Senator Sharon
Yeah.
Keoghan, who they say is on the right, you know, and who is a woman of the people. But I've actually been speaking to a lot of the locals in that community who are big supporters of mine, because I'm a real Irish person who stand up for Irish people, of course, which she isn't. But they're actually big supporters of mine, thank God. And they filled me in a lot of information on her.
Okay, so that is part one of my visit out to El Paco. I'm gonna have part two, and I think it'll be part three as well up over the weekend. So as usual, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm talking to real people, real working class people, people who aren't living the RTE life. So this is what you want to be watching. Don't be watching that shite. All right, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a mil.